Okay, looks like the stream is going. Hi everyone, I'm TigerHawk3, and today I will be doing a review of some headphones that I just got. You can see the name in the description. They are Bluedio T2 Plus. Here we are. And this is what they are. Box. There we go. One of these things. Anyway. So, first features, you can Google them if you want, but briefly, they are headphones with Bluetooth and a built-in microphone, so they can be a headset. And they also have an SD card, a micro SD card slot that you can use as an MP3 player. And port for using a regular, just auxiliary cable, so they can be wired headphones also. But when they fold, as you can see, so that's fantastic. But one problem, they don't fit. You fold them out, etc. Do you see how there's can you see over here the R? I don't know how visible that is. Slight adjustment here. That should be better. No? Did I go the wrong way? Alright. That's better. Right over here. The R. And here we have L. So it is most definitely this side to use as the right, and this side to use as the left, but it doesn't work that way. You can actually kind of tell when they're not even on head. So if I do this, can you see slightly how they're angled so it's more outward this direction? With this being the front, so that's more outward towards the front. If you look at a human's ears, they don't work that way. Human ears, instead of lying flat along the head, they're tilted slightly forward because we have binocular vision, and this kind of helps us hear what we're looking at. So you'd think headphone shapes would be like this, slightly, right? But not this one. This one is the other direction. So you have your ear, let's use this side, your ear being like this, and the headphone on top of it being like that, instead of like this, flat on it. Instead of like this, you have that. It's not comfortable. Reading some of the reviews on Amazon, actually there are nearly 1,000 reviews, so if you search for the word backwards, you'll find several people have noted that you have to wear it backwards, because these aren't just you know, flat, kind of perpendicular ear cups. They're actually tilted the wrong direction. So people wear them backwards and say it fits much better. The only problem with wearing headphones backwards is that you have L and R for a reason. That's the stereo channels. So if you switch that around and you're playing like a video game or something, you'll have you'll hear an enemy on the right. Actually, they're on the left of you because you turn your headphones around. And also, these particular ones, being also MP3 player, Bluetooth, etc., they have controls, which should be kind of in the back on the left, over here. So you can kind of reach up with your right hand, most people are right-handed, and access them with your thumb. But if you turn them around, you've got controls on the front that you can sort of use with your fingers like this. They're not really meant for that, so that's not good either. And besides, you'd be using it backwards, which I find stupid, because why couldn't they test it on a human and figure out the correct way for ears to be oriented? I was planning on wearing these and seeing if I can show you, so I'm gonna do that. I have to take off these headphones, which actually fit. They are good, and I will put on these and see if I can indicate the problem. So bear with me. It is kind of hard to see that, but I tried to show you that there's wiggle room to put a finger in there. They're resting entirely on the back of the ear, and there's just kind of room in the front. So the pad of the cup, here we have an ear, and we have the pad of the cup. It's just kind of like this. Instead of like that, it's like this. So there's kind of room over hereabouts. Not comfortable, but it's better if you turn it around and use the product backwards. And wrong. If it had no controls and stereo wasn't a thing, then maybe it would work. But stereo is a thing, and the controls are a thing, so it really doesn't. Let's contrast this with other headphones that I have, because I have a few. Let's start with these. These are Sennheisers, and I will show you the cant of the ear cups. I'm gonna have to take them off, so no dialogue while I'm doing that. I don't know. So anyway, not sure how easy that was to see. I did try it beforehand, but doing things in a camera is kind of hard when you're trying to adjust directions. And one more thing, these ear cups have swivels. Not swivels, a gimbal, I guess. So if it, even though it's tilted properly, if your ears have a slightly different tilt to them, a little more like this, a little more like that, they will comfortably fit your ears. So there's something. I have more headphones to show you. These are also Sennheisers. Sennheiser. Because reasons. Because they're good. That's the reason. These are HD 280 Pros. They are extremely popular, and mine are very old. When did I get these? It wasn't 10 years ago, was it? 2006? No. No, I had something else then. Several years. Anyway. But these particular ones, note how they rotate, and this is perfectly parallel, and they can rotate a little more, so that you can use them properly with your ears at that correct angle. And you can also go like this to listen to one, because they are studio monitor headphones technically. More headphones. These again are. Do you wanna guess the brand? It's Sennheiser. Because when you want something that works, that's what you do. You get some Sennheiser headphones. They are not paying me, by the way. I was just tired of headphones that didn't work very well. Actually, my dad used to my dad exercises every day, and he used to buy a new pair of earbuds every 6 months or so, because he would exercise and he would sweat, and the sweat would go into the earbuds and damage them. And then he would throw them away and get some more, and they were like 20-30 bucks. Because, you know, earbuds, but they no good. So I'm like, Dad, why don't you use, why don't you get some Sennheisers? I have a few of those, and maybe it could help you not have to buy new headphones every few months. He's like, okay. So he found some water-resistant exercise earbuds from Sennheiser. 50 bucks instead of the 20-ish he'd been spending. But he's had them for several years and hasn't had to replace it, and they're completely fine. So yeah, these are PX100s, and they're the travel version things, so they fold up, right? And the way they fold up, notice how the ear cups do this. This is the right side, and this is the left. So the ear cups hinge forward, which is the wrong direction, right? But they're little. They have some give to them. So you put them on in the right direction, and they can do this just enough to actually fit the human ear. See, parallel, right? And then they go back a little bit. If you wear them backwards, they will they can go like this to fit the human ear, or if your ears have more tilt, right, they go like this. But no one has that much tilt to the ears. If you put them on backwards, they will they're not over the ear, they're on the ear. It's a different style. So they will kind of go like this and fall forward, because you put them on backwards. If you use them the right way, they're fine. So 3 Sennheiser headphones that you can actually put on your head and wear, and they work, because they know how the human head is shaped. I didn't think it was that complicated. But these people don't get it. So I can choose between wearing them in the correct orientation according to the, you know, stereo sound, and have them be uncomfortable, or I can flip them around and have the stereo be wrong and the controls be in the wrong place, or I can return them, which is probably what I'll do. It's kind of disappointing because they seem, you know, nice otherwise, useful, good price, etc. That's why I got them in the first place. But I'd actually been reading reviews of other headphones that people say these don't fit and are uncomfortable, and I'm like, well, these seem better in that regard, so I got these, and they're backwards. I find that mind-boggling, how someone can make a set of headphones and apparently no one actually tested them to see whether they worked for humans. Like, it's backwards. My guess at all the positive reviews is people just ignore this LR stuff because people don't read. That's the thing. Can you Google that exact phrase? People don't read. There's an article about this. Trouble people don't read. Users don't read. If you Google users don't read, one of the first few results you will get is a blog article from the blog Joel on Software called Users Don't Read. And this Joel person is actually one of the founders of Stack Overflow. So kinda knows a thing or two. Basically, people don't have time to read anything, and if they did, they wouldn't get it anyway. And so, yeah. That's why nothing you get these days actually comes with an instruction manual. And that's why you get a video game, and there's no manual, but you start the first level, and it says, press this to do what's it, and there's like a little tutorial built into the game, because no one's going to read the paper manual. No one does that anymore. So, people don't read, and I'm guessing that that led to them not looking at the L and R, which I always look at, because I'm kind of it's my job to write. I'm a technical writer, in theory. So when there's something to read, like directions, I read them. Is this in focus? A little more. This way. There we go. So I'm guessing that they just ignored the L and R and, you know, opened them up and put them on. And it's like, oh, this doesn't fit. It's backwards. And they turn around and try it again. Oh, there we go. And they just go with what is more comfortable. And that happens to be the one that's backwards. So, that's kind of a disappointment, because I don't know what other ones I would get. The other ones have less battery life, or also a lot of people saying they're uncomfortable, or no reviews or whatever. So, not sure what to do on that front. I had wanted a headset for my phone. I thought I had a really old wired earpiece somewhere, but I'm not sure where. Sometimes things disappear when you move a lot. But, yeah, not too pleased with the way that turned out, so I guess I will just not have a headset. And it's not really a big issue to not have an MP3 player, because I don't really need that in theory, but I mean, it wasn't a huge difference in price either way. There's headphones with SD card slots and without. You can get them all in various price ranges. It's not really a factor. I get a new MP3 excuse me, I get a new MP3 player every few years, thinking I will use it, and then I don't. I like the idea of being able to listen to my music anywhere, but really the only place I listen to music is in the car, when there's nothing else to do or think about, because driving is easy. Kind of similar with ebooks. I buy ebook readers occasionally, and then I don't use them. I have I have a Kindle on my desk that sometimes I remember to charge, and I have an Allura-Tech. Look at this ancient technology. It's not really ancient. It's from, like, I got it in 2014-ish, a couple years ago, and it's still fine. I mean, I bet the charge is dead now, so I would have to plug it in again. And then it would be like, oh, now I'm gonna boot up and remember all the things anyway. But it also has an SD card slot, USB for charging, SD card, but not, you know, micro SD, because this is ye old technology. Let's see, micro SD card. How big is this? 32 gig! I have a 32 gig SD card hanging out in this thing I don't use. Neat. And what else does it have? It has a headphone jack. It plays MP3s. I could use this as an MP3 player, but I don't. And I could use it as an ebook reader, which is what it is. And I don't, because I don't know. It's really cool though. Ebooks as an idea are awesome. And there's this, which I don't actually use very often anymore. This is a Koan A2. These, I got this in 2006, and it still works and is good. It plays videos, MP3, text files. It has line out for look at all these ports. Anytime you see a bunch of ports on an AV device, that's a good sign. It can be a USB device or a USB host. You can plug a USB flash drive into there and transfer things. I think it only goes one direction, either to the other device or from it, and it's really slow, but it's there, it works. And you can pipe a video signal into it and record, actually. And there's video out. Good stuff. Don't use it too often because I have a computer. So anyway, that is a product that I was wishing would be good and reasonably fun-ish. But it doesn't fit in a really stupid way. It's not like this control scheme is like a little fiddly. I would rather it have, you know, 2 presses here rather than 1 for whatever. No, it just doesn't fit on my face. So there's in League of Legends, which you've probably seen me stream now and again, the champion Karthus. I don't know if he still has this line, because I know he used to have it, but then he was given a visual update and massively changed. But he used to say, I cannot use your skull. You have a misshapen head. I don't think I have a misshapen head, Karthus. I think it's, you know, normal proportions in those terms. If it doesn't fit me, I don't see how it would fit anyone, because ears don't aren't directed backwards. They don't do that. So yeah, that's the stream for today. Kind of short, but shorter than most. But some streams and videos are only a few minutes long. Yeah, that's it. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the review. Hope it tells you something about headphones. The reason I didn't buy a Sennheiser Bluetooth headphones is because they're like $300. I don't know why they're particularly expensive. The PX100s, the portable ones, were like 30 or 40. 40? 50? I think they were 40. I don't remember. The 280 Pros are 80 to 100 something. And these were also somewhere around there, 100 something. So I don't know why it was like $300 or $400 for a Bluetooth thing. But these things, these that don't fit, were like 30. And they're worth 0 because they don't fit. So let that be a lesson to me, I guess. But if it's either something that doesn't fit or $300, I just won't have one. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.